If you're looking at a Dyson V10 and you're comparing it to the Shark Stratos, let me help you because I've got both and I can tell you what's the same and what's different. First off, let's talk about what is the same, and that is the battery life. They are both about 40 minutes when you run them on the most economical setting. It's called auto mode over here. I think it's called eco mode on the Shark. Now the Shark does have a removable battery, so that is a nice thing. But I understand that the Shark ecosystem is definitely bigger. And I understand this battery might be a little bit more difficult to find online. But the Dyson battery is not easily removable. You do need to use a screwdriver to take it off. So if that's a concern to you, think about going with this. They both have HEPA filtration, which is a filter that pops out like this. It's very easy to clean on the Dyson. You should clean this about every 30 days. You just pop it out, you run it through some water. There is also another filter inside the canister, which is right here, and it's actually pretty easy to clean this and take it off too. You just pull this off. So you see these micro filtration that you got over here with all these little metal tiny holes. That's part of the filtration system as well. And this filters dirt and dust down to 0.3 microns, which is super, super tiny. That is basically the size of an allergen. So if you have allergies in your house, these are both gonna be pretty good choices. On the Shark, you get the canister out like this. And you've got two filters at the bottom over here. You take these out like so. And again, you can just run these under some water every 30 days or so. You should do this with any vacuum nowadays that is not a bagged vacuum. You do need to clean the filters on these. You can see inside you've also got a conical metal style filter here too. And to release it, you just pop this open and some cat hair pops out. And you can see what the metal filter looks like inside. You can see the canister on the Dyson is significantly bigger than the Shark. I think this is about 0.5 gallons, something like that. I can't remember. This is considerably smaller over here on the Shark, so you're gonna be able to vacuum for a little bit longer without having to empty the canister if that's a concern to you. One of the things the Dyson has that the Shark doesn't is this pet hair tool. You can see this sort of goes back and forth, and this is really good for vacuuming. I have cat condos. It's good for vacuuming your couches and so forth too. You can see it's actually pretty effective. Now it is not technically anti-tangle, so you do need to take it off, but you can also pop out the brush roll with a quarter over here. You can see this, well, you can actually just take it out with your hand like so. So it comes out like that, and it's pretty easy to clean the pet hair off. Now the Shark does not have a pet hair tool, but let's compare the main heads on both of these. So this is the Dyson, and you can see that what we've got here is a rotating brush roll. You got two types of bristles. You got these red ones over here, which are a little bit stiffer, and then you get the black ones, which I think are carbon fiber, and they're a little bit softer. And so the stiffer ones are gonna be good on carpet, and the softer ones are going to be good on hardwood. And I find this actually to be pretty effective. You can see I've been using this for a long time. It's pretty dirty in here. You can take out the head and clean it pretty easily too. It is not anti-tangle, but it is very effective, and I like the light weight of the Dyson. I'll talk about that in a second. Now on the Shark, you've got this Duo Clean brush roll. They call it Duo Clean Dual Power Fins. And what you've got over here is you sort of have this fluffy roller in the front. This is sort of used for polishing your hardwood and getting dirt off of hardwood and also tile. And then you got a second row over here where you've got this fin with a tough material. I think this is some sort of laminate. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's quite tough. And then you've got a set of bristles which are a little bit softer. And this is good for vacuuming carpet. I find this to be very, very effective at both carpet and hardwood. And this also has a little trick over here too. This has an odor neutralizer, which you can sort of pop out like this, and you can buy replacements on Amazon. Kind of smells like laundry. It smells very, very fresh. You can decide how much smell that you want, from just a little to a lot, or you can turn it off completely. It's really up to you. And what I like about this is it also has lights over here too, and this is very good at both hardwood and carpet. And they both come with a crevice tool. The Dyson is considerably lighter at around 5.5 pounds, maybe 6 pounds tops. I really like it because it's super easy to carry around the house. The Dyson has this big heavy head, and this pushes it up around 8-9 pounds, I think. So it is considerably heavier, and there is no comparison when you're working on stairs. The V10 is definitely easier to get up and down stairs. It's sort of more effective because you can just get it up and down easily. This is just a little bit of a heavier vacuum. One thing that's really great about the Dyson is that you've got this head which swivels so much, so I can actually go right around corners like this just with turning my wrist. It really is easily effective at sort of getting around corners, getting under beds and all that, because this also rotates like this too, so it's really effective at getting pretty much anywhere that you want to. This head design is much heavier and clunkier, but like I say, it's also probably a little bit better on carpets. It does swivel too, just not quite as much. And it's definitely not as easy on stairs as the Dyson. The Shark is definitely two hands on stairs, no question. It is fairly heavy. The Shark has a small display on it that tells you exactly how much battery life you've got left. It also has something called Clean Sense technology, which means that when it senses there is dirt on the ground, on your carpet, on your hardwood, it is going to do two things. It's going to ramp up the suction to deal with that dirt more effectively, and it's also going to increase the rate of rotation of the brush rolls. I think they're both really good vacuums. If you're on a budget, I would definitely consider the Shark, and if you want something that has a bigger ecosystem of aftermarket parts and so forth, I would definitely consider the Dyson. I've had no problems with either of them. Thanks for watching.